I got back from my walk about an hour ago, and then I showered, and then I got ready. Now I'm going out again. I'm going to a cafe. I need to get things done, but at the same time, I also want to go out, and also I've been craving cake. Hello everyone. I just got back from the cafe. I managed to check off what I needed to do today at the cafe, which was adding information to these specific paragraphs on my thesis draft. I also went shopping for some makeup and self-care essentials. To show you what I bought: eyeliner, concealer, blush, ooh, and hair oil. I want to talk about this product which I discovered today. So the blushes that I have are from Can Make, the cream cheek line, which I absolutely adore and have been using for years, but I can't get them in Switzerland. I've been having a hard time trying to find a dupe, but I think I finally found one. This can work for both cheeks and lips. It's very pigmented. Oh no. It's very... Wait. Okay. It's going to get better. Not really. I need to... Okay, I look like I have a cold, but I think that's the point. Anyway, I need to do my laundry, clean my room, and cook, and then have a movie date night. I think the last time I shared about my readings was in my previous vlog, and what I shared was that I had just finished Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant. Since then, I've finished Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare, The Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins, and then also the Maze Runner trilogy. And now this is what I'm reading. I'm reading Kaiju Preservation Society by John Scalzi. I will talk about this another time. Oh, and I haven't finished reading Clockwork Princess, which is the last book in the Infernal Devices series trilogy. So, the Maze Runner trilogy. I know I'm 10 years late to giving this review, but let's discuss. So obviously I've watched the movies, all three movies, and reading the books surprised me because the books and the movies are basically two different stories. I knew a little about the books before reading them, like about Thomas and Theresa having telepathy, but that was pretty much all I know. And the first movie is probably the closest to the book, but even then, it's still very different in my opinion. And when I read the first book, I remember finding Thomas kind of annoying. Is it just me, or is that what everyone thinks as well? And the second and third movies are just completely different from the books. Overall, I think they leave out too many details that would have made the story clearer and better. For example, Gelly's character. In the movie, he is portrayed outright as a villain, and he's just mean for no reason to Thomas, right? But turns out he actually has reasons for disliking Thomas. Albie also feels like a completely different character in the book. He feels like a warm leader in the movies, but he's actually strict and harsh in the book. And I think Thomas seemed closer to Minho than to Newt in the books. But in the movies, I think it's the opposite, right? As for Teresa, let's talk about Teresa. I did not like her in the movies. I hated her, okay? We don't care about her. Tomato, tomato. Because in the movies, she is supportive of Wicked, even though she does still care about Thomas. But in the books, it's not like that at all. It's a bit more complicated because she isn't really on Wicked's side. She's just forced to help them one time by betraying Thomas. But she does it because otherwise they would kill Thomas, and she doesn't want that. So she isn't, so I don't see her as a villain in the book. In the movie, yes. I enjoyed reading the books, and with this trilogy, I have read all the books in the Maze Runner series, I think. Let me check. Yes, because the Kill Order and the Fever Code I've read before. But there are 3 new books. The Maze Cutter, the Godhead Complex, the Infinite Glade. Infinite Glade does not sound good. 73 years after the events of the Death Cure. Okay, well, noted. I will keep that in mind. I am sure I will read them. Maybe later this year. Who knows? But for now, we are going on to other universes. I actually just got off work, and I immediately turned on the camera to talk about Maze Runner. But now I need to edit a video. I'm currently editing my Dolomites travel vlog. And by the time this vlog is out, this travel vlog should already have been out. It's a day off for me today, so I went out. I wanted to show you the matcha that I got, and I wanted to show it while I was still full, but obviously I drank almost all of it while on the way here, on the way back home. This is the mango matcha, and I think this is their best one out of the ones that I've tried so far. I've tried, other than the mango, I've tried the strawberry and I think it was vanilla. And I think the mango one is the best one. And then strawberry, then vanilla. You might think that I'm a big fan of matcha, but the truth is I don't like matcha. That might have sounded really pick me because I literally tried 3 different matchas from this place. But the truth is I really don't like matcha. I don't like when it's on its own. I don't like it. I don't like the taste. I don't hate it, but the taste is not good in my opinion. But when it's mixed with fruits, it tastes different. Then why not just buy juice Namira? Mango juice compared to mango matcha. I mean, both do taste great. It's just mango matcha is more unique. Okay. For a person who doesn't even like matcha, I sure talk about it a lot. And it does show up in my vlogs a lot. I do not like matcha. Ta-da! Ta-da! This is caramel cinnamon roll. Yee. It looks so good. I'm going to eat this while watching YouTube. Hello. I just started a new book. So at the beginning of the year, I set a goal to read 4 books about Indonesia by the end of the year. Initially, I imagined that this would all be written by Indonesian authors, obviously, but after being gifted this one, I realized that that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Anyone can write about Indonesia. So this book is titled Revolusi, Indonesia and the Birth of the Modern World by David van Reybrouck. From what I understand, it explores Indonesia's fight for independence, but what makes it especially interesting is how it frames this fight as a defining global event that shaped the modern world and also influenced decolonization movements elsewhere, and how for some reason Indonesia's story still feels relatively unknown. So I'm only about 40 pages in. Yes, I'm on page 42, but I'm already enjoying it very much. When I first read the first few pages, I immediately felt seen and represented, even though this author is not Indonesian, he's Belgian. And that's because his words are quite literally the thoughts I've been having for a very long time, especially over the past 2 years that I've been living in Europe. And from the reviews I've seen, this doesn't seem to be your typical monotone history lesson. So I'm not finished yet, obviously. This is the amount I've read, but I already want to encourage you to add it to your TBR and learn about my beloved country. I will share some quotes and hopefully they will convince you to read the book.